Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lucky Bamboo, and welcome to part 2 of Amnesia, The Dark Descent. So last time, we just discovered the laboratory, and we need some chemical bits. At least that's what the flashback was telling me. Something tells me that Amnesia is going to have a lot of flashbacks. Alright. Let's take a look-see. This is my third attempt to produce artificial life. The former compound lacks the potency I need, but since I am close, clemine opinant are given and cuprite binds them as well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis, and hope it will produce a more even solution. I'm going to just briefly read through this. If you guys want to read through it, you can just pause real quick. Experiment is successful. Okay, produces an acid. Chemistry pot. And the scream is wibbly. With the sound of babies crying. Why is it always trying to... What is this? Ooh! Another freaking flashback! Goodness! One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. Click. Okay. So, what is it? Oh. Poetry junk. And the lights went out. I swear, is the screen supposed to be vibrating like this? Okay, ooh, another thing over here. Are these any of these? No, there's just the bottles. If anything's important, it generally tends to glow a little bit, so... Nothing glowing. Ooh, stuff. Lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. Okay, so, I need chemicals. But the problem is the wine cellar was locked, wasn't it? I believe so. Okay, so we have to go the other route then.
Something is wrong.
Gee, no kidding.
So wrong.
Of course it's very wrong. You've got stone walls breathing, you've got little bits of blood clots on the walls. And cockroaches everywhere. Of course it's gone wrong. Okay. So, we need to go to the wine cellar, but it's locked. This has nothing, so we can't go through here, therefore we have to go on the upstairs then. Wonderful. He fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes and... Frick. Oh well, moving on. Oh sh... Get away from me. Who? Me? I mean, I don't think I'm the bad guy. What if that's the twist? I am the bad guy. Too cliche. Or, I guess it wouldn't be that cliche. Frickin' hell, man. Can I, like, pry these open? Nope. Maybe there's a crowbar. Rocks. Boulders, I suppose. Okay, what's here? The archives. Okay, so that's just downstairs. Alright, what's down here? I think this is just gonna take... Ooh, what's this? And why can't I reach it? There we go. Okay, that won't budge. There's gotta be a crowbar. Those things look like they could be taken off. To the archives. The fragrant taste of rose lingered in his mouth. Turkish delights, he thought, just like the ones at the consulate at Constantinople. Turkish delight. That's the things from Chronicles of Narnia, yeah? Well, the door's off its hinges. That's not good. And the heartbeat. Oh. And is that a buzzing sound? Yeah, that's a buzzing sound, alright. Well, let's go through the open door and see. what lies here.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure,
bad idea,
hoping to reach the burial chamber.
More bad ideas.
No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
In games, and in most fiction, generally going into a tomb is never a good idea. And we never learn our lesson. And there's another cockroach. Okay, nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Deep, dark corridors of possible doom. Let's go this way. Okay, the door's open here. I could have just went through there. Yeesh. Okay, nothing here. Go away. Ooh. Why did that scare me? Not a clue. Alright. A moose! No, that's probably an evil monster that wants to eat me. Probably, most likely. Let's leave it alone, shall we? What is with all the buzzing? Yeesh. Another piece of paper.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write.
Okay.
I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me
Amnesia.
if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered.
Again, a bad idea.
Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly
First sign
made
it's a bad
our way
idea.
underground. The men were superstitious and fearful.
Second reason why it's
They
bad.
argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen.
They're gonna kill you.
Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them.
Third reason why it's a bad
which
idea.
haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside.
And that's why it's a bad
I
idea.
was trapped.
See, this is why you never go into deep, dark, ancient catacombs of death. They're never a good idea. Okay, towards the moose. Or the monster that's going to eat everything that I am. Yeesh. Hang on, there was another area I haven't gone, did it? Was there? Whew. So much. Oh, frick. I'm gonna save this oil. It's game. Hello. Okay. So we've got a long corridor of potential doom. Death, destruction. Who wants to bet that something's going to terrible happen as I walk down this long, long hallway? Hang on. Was I just here? Okay, that's locked. I was probably not just here. Let's turn this on. Ooh. Lumiere. Okay, I was here. Yeesh. Ooh! Ah. Someone's playing the piano. Haunted mansions, not complete without haunted pianos playing mysteriously by themselves. I need some more oil, dang it. Spider webs. Stuff. Nothing of value to me. Okay, well. That's locked. And the screen's getting wibbly again. Okay. Let's continue forth, shall we? It's right where I need to go, isn't it? Why does the game like to torment me? Is that... no, that's probably a piece of furniture. No, that's a rock. With blood. Oh, goody. It's exactly what I need. That's a chair. Ooh, oil. Good. Having oil's good. More rocks, more roaches, more helmet. Okay. Nothing of import. Let's head through here, shall we? Close the door. Ow. It's gonna take me a while to get used to this door mechanic. Okay. Ooh. Flashback! Another!
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the walls. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
So they're saying something bad's gonna happen. Does it actually tell me where? Western Hall, Eastern Hall. Oh, East Wing, my apologies. Okay. Another chest. Goody. Okay. Let us continue forth. And nothing there. The mass shit. Okay then. Well, didn't we just talk about this? Yes, we did. Shut up, Brian. Go away. Stuff. Prussia. AKA Prussia. Ooh, another thing. Clicky E. And the hell that do?
17th May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity,
I told you it was a bad idea.
I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped.
Again, your fault.
I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
You know, this is probably a very bad idea. I mean, of everything you've done up to this point, point has been a very bad idea?
It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
Okay, drawn. I'm going to touch it.
I reached out, closing it in my hands.
Ooh.
The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking
Warp
alien
speed.
memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry.
Aliens?
The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Got blue fuzzy stuff. Ooh, more stuff. Okay, so everything's gone wibbly and dark. Just exactly what I need. So, nothing here. Pretty sure there's nothing. Ooh, wait, there's something there. Yay! Checking a second time always helps. Can I click any of these? No. Oh, there's a light. They're not breakable by hand. Do I need to grab something? Let's grab something and throw crap. Can I grow a rock? Let's throw this chair. Let's throw it at it. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Let's throw it at it. 1, 2, 3. Huzzah! Not a single dent. Ooh, flashback!
You have to be swift when you activate the first one.
First one.
You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Ooh, oil. Oil's good. So, first one. Ooh, what was that? That might be that locked door I found earlier. Ooh. Glass. That was not suspicious whatsoever. Nick. Alstadt at Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Alstadt, my apologies for mispronouncing that, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and the neighbors, and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains, dressed with the scattered lakes, is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Isn't most of evil forests supposed to be dark? I mean, that's kind of its thing. Asking the local here, there will put lots of suspicion. All travelers including indulge themselves in such conversations, blah 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 blah. So, evil, the gatherers. The year's war, souls abandoned their duty, got lost in the dark woods. With other damned to roam the grounds, their bodies rot by the tainted souls. Many of fear, they move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers as they seem to follow ambition to stealing living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside deep, damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? Does that include humans? Is it undone? Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Alstadt in the start of the 16th century. Heinrich is known to be passed away from quotable some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Alstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. So he visited and he didn't want to talk about it. The Immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby Alstadt. And like most these of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the religion to flourish and remain popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage, therefore the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle, along with the great leaders of this country. Okay, so more lore. I love lore. Lore's good. I'm gonna end it there. Seems like a good place to end it. We learned some lore. There's no monsters yet, but we still hear that weird little moose thing around each corner. I know it's not a moose, but it's gonna be deadly terrifying, so calling it a moose would ease my tension, ease my fears. Alright, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good evening.